So I don't care if you're here in the office at 6 a.m. and you leave at midnight. If the work that you do is average, then this is not the home for you.
So I'm gonna give you a 3-step process you can follow right now to raise your standards, to demand excellence of yourself.
It falls your lot to be a street sweeper. Sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures.
Rise and shine, it's espresso time.
I wake up every morning. Espresso keep me going. I wake up every morning.
So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message from Kobe Bryant. Also, if you want to learn how to build your confidence, check out my 254 Confidence series. It's free. The link is in the description below.
Or to go play someplace else to try to chase a championship. That's not me, man. That's not what my career has been about.
There's certain things that we want to get to, but we have to pace those out because we have to have absolute focus.
Have you noticed a moment where you're like, I can't be as intense as I was during sports. I can't demand people to be here till midnight or practice without a ball for 3 hours or
Listen, my thing is really simple here is that, I expect excellent work. We all do. So I don't care if you're here in the office at 6 a.m. and you leave at midnight. If the work that you do is average, then this is not the home for you. Conversely, you cannot be in the office at all and have excellent work. This is the place for you. Mm-hmm. So I don't really care if you're here. There's a lot of guys that get in the gym and work hard, but then they can't transition that to 7:30.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Expecting excellence starts with you expecting excellence from yourself. People want to work for people who they aspire to be like. If someone excellent is working for you, but they have higher standards than you do, they will eventually leave you. Your company's limit is your standards. So I look at Alex as an example, who helps me run Toronto Dance Salsa. I invested into the company a number of years ago. I became the 100% owner in it, and then I'm training Alex to run it. One of the things that Alex had an issue was showing up on time. He had low standards for himself of being on time. If you said be here at 10 o'clock, he would be here at 10:15 or 10:20, and that just became what he was known for. Everybody knew Alex as a guy who didn't follow through, who came late to things, and that was Alex. Great. Some people are willing to put up with it. Some people will tolerate it because they like his energy, his enthusiasm, his fun, his bravado. They like it, and they have low standards for themselves. But high achievers, people who have high standards, that would drive them nuts. And people would leave the business. People would not want to work with them. People would want to go somewhere else because their standards are higher than the person that they're supposed to be working for. Nobody wants to be in that situation. You do not want to work for somebody who has lower standards than you do. And so the challenge became, Alex, we need to raise your standards. You need to start showing up not just on time, but early. For him now, it's 10 minutes early. So if he said he's gonna be here at 10, that means you're there at 9:50. You're there at 10 to 10. You have to be. So you're late. If you show up at 10 o'clock for Alex, his own standards, not somebody else. If you're showing up at 10 o'clock and you say you're gonna be there at 10 o'clock, he's late to himself. That's a starting point. And as his standards have risen, so have the people underneath his team who are willing to follow him. As your standards rise, as you care more about yourself and what you're doing and what you will no longer accept and tolerate, then the people who are working for you, their standards rise as well. And you're able to now attract a much wider pool because they want to level up. People want to be around you, yes, for your mission, but they want to level up. It's your responsibility to help people level up. And so if you're only at this point, as soon as somebody gets here, they're leaving. But as you can go here, then you can attract a lot of people underneath who want to level up. And they're going to learn from you, not just the knowledge, but the abilities, the mindset, the hustle, the energy, the drive that you pour into your business will be an inspiration to other people when you raise your own standards. So I'm gonna give you a 3-step process you can follow right now to raise your standards, to demand excellence of yourself. Step number 1, figure out where do you wanna be excellent? What's the thing that you wanna be excellent at? What's next? Is it for your consistency? Do you want to wake up earlier in the morning? Do you want to make sure you're working out every day? Do you want to make sure you're showing up on time or early? Do you want to be known as the person who gets things done? Like where? There's so many areas in your life that you can probably raise your standards. What is the most important one to you right now? Number 2, you put it in your calendar. Standards and success come from habits. It's from what you consistently do. You are what you consistently do, not what you do in these one-off moments. It has to be in your calendar. What is the thing that you want to get excellent at? You want to raise your standards in, and then show me in your calendar. Show yourself in your calendar. Where are you spending the time to get better at that thing? So if it's going to the gym, working out, great. Where is that in your calendar? Put that in your calendar. Are you waking up at an early enough time to go off and do it? If it's showing up early to meetings, like it was for Alex, great. Put it in your calendar. You need to buffer time to travel. You need to buffer time in case there's traffic. You need to buffer time in case some emergency comes up. You should aim to be there 30 minutes early. So then if you're there 10 minutes early, it's okay, right? You're not late. And if you show up at 10, you are late. Show it to yourself in your calendar. And then step number 3 is surround yourself with it. Whatever the thing is that you want to learn, the more that you are around it, the more it's going to seep into you. If you want to learn how to have belief, my channel is the best thing in the world, right? Any of my channels is the best thing in the world because you are around people who believe. And so if you want to have more belief in yourself and what you're working on, subscribe to my channel and watch the videos. If you just watch the videos and you just pay attention, over time, it'll seep in. It's unavoidable. What you surround yourself with is what you become. So you have a choice now. You didn't have a choice when you're born. You don't have a choice of your parents. You don't have a choice of your upbringing or the country or the religion or language or anything else. All the things that you may see as potential hindrances to you or the people in your community. You don't have a choice, but you can choose what you consume. You can choose how you're going to learn. And so whatever the thing is that you want more of in your life, find a way to attract it more into your life. Create your own 254 program. I have a 254 series around confidence, around self-love, around girl boss, women entrepreneurs, around writers. If you want to write a book and you're struggling to be a writer and you subscribe to the 254 Writer's Wisdom, it's free. You will get a message every single morning from J.K. Rowling, from Stephen King, from super successful writers. If you just watch that video every day for 254 days, you will become a more successful writer. You just will, because you're hanging out virtually with successful writers. So you need to create your own 254 program. My goal is eventually to have thousands of these, but I don't yet. Create your own. I look at Wim Hof, who does the cold breathing ice baths. Totally changed my life. Haven't gotten sick really since taking his method on. But it's easy to forget if people around you aren't doing cold baths, they're not breathing, you're this weird duck doing this crazy thing, you're gonna lose your motivation. And so what should you do? You wanna be more like Wim Hof? Great. Subscribe to Wim Hof's YouTube channel. Subscribe to his newsletter. Subscribe to his followers who also have their own YouTube channels. Every day consume something that talks about having cold showers and breathing, and it'll become part of what you are. The more you are around it, the more it'll become who you are. And so you need to create your own version of a 254 program where every day you are consuming content to be like the people that you aspire to be. Take on that belief system that you want to take on, to raise your standards and demand excellence from yourself in the thing that you want to be excellent in. Now, I've got a really special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that question of the day, I want to know, what's the one thing that you want to work on? Where do you want more excellence in your life? Where are you trying to raise your standards? Let me know. Put it down in the comments below.
You must have, as a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. And once you discover what it will be, set out to do it and to do it well. If it falls your lot to be a street sweeper, sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures. Sweep streets like Beethoven composed music. Sweep streets like Leontine Price sings before the Metropolitan Opera. And sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry. Sweep streets so well that all the host of heaven and earth will have to pause and say, here lived a great street sweeper who swept his job well. If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley. But be the best little scrub on the side of the rill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are.
Are you going to throw up your hands and say that progress will never come? Are you going to get angry and lash out? Are you going to turn inward and just give in to despair and frustration? Or are you going to take a deep breath, straighten your shoulders, lift up your head, and do what Barack Obama has always done? As he says, when they go low, I go high. That's the choice Barack and I have made. That's what has kept us sane over the years. We simply do not allow space in our hearts, minds, or souls for darkness. Instead, we choose faith. Faith in ourselves, in the power of hard work. Faith in our God, whose overwhelming love sustains us every single day. That's what we choose. We choose love, our love for our children, our commitment to leaving them a better world, our love for our country, which has given us so many blessings and advantages, our love for our fellow citizens, parents working hard to support their kids, men and women in uniform who risk everything to keep us safe. Young people from the toughest backgrounds who never stop believing in their dreams. Young people like so many of you. That's what we choose. And we choose excellence. We choose to tune out all the noise and strive for excellence in everything we do. No cutting corners, no taking shortcuts, no whining. We give 120% every single time, because excellence is the most powerful answer you can give to the doubters and the haters. It's also the most powerful thing you can do for yourself. See, because the process of striving and struggling and pushing yourself to new heights, see, that's how you develop your God-given talents. That's how you make yourself stronger and smarter and more able to make a difference for others.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.